Hey everyone, thanks. Our January tutorial. I'm part of a group of Stampin' Up demonstrators, and we create a tutorial bundle every month. And this is the card I made for it. And each month we feature different products. So this month we featured the Party Pattern Designer Series paper, which is really beautiful. It's very colorful on one side and then black and white on the other. And these are some of the projects. So if you order from my online store, you'll get this for free in the email. Or you can go to my blog and you can purchase it for $9.95 in the US. I'm not sure how that would work outside of the US, but anyway, so each month we do this. This is the color theme. The papers that we're using. A lot of times we'll do a suite, and then this is our team. So there's 12 of us, and we have all of our sites there. And then you get into the actual, let me turn the paper, the project. So you get measurements, you get instructions, and you'll get 12 different projects. So I didn't print out the whole thing, trying to save on ink. But it's really cool. Sometimes they're cards, sometimes they're, 3D items, little treat boxes or something like that. So today I'm going to make my card, and then I'm also going to make my friend Sandra Hernandez's card. Only I'm not doing monkeys, I'm doing something else. So I have all my pieces all cut up and ready, so it's not going to take that long to do 2 cards. But I did want to show you this paper. So if you go to the annual catalog and go to the very back, I mean, you might miss this actually, and these are the host items. So if you have a party of $150 or you purchase $150, you can earn these for free, or you can pick other product if you don't want a host product. So down here is this pattern party, I think we called it wrong. I think it says pattern party paper. I'm getting tongue twisted. We called it party pattern and it's patterned party. I'm going to have to correct that. Oops. But anyway, this is the paper. You get 48 sheets, 4 of each 12 double-sided designs. And there's a whole bunch of colors in here. And I've been using it quite a bit. So this is it. So you get, see, it's so colorful on one side, but then the other side is the black and white, which is great. And some of these you can sponge, or you can color with a dauber if you wanted to. But aren't they great? I colored the leaves on this one in the fall, and there's even more. So it's really neat. I love this. And there's one with flowers that I think that would be nice colored. I may make a card like that. But anyway, it has some great patterns. They're fun, they're bright, they're colorful. And one idea is that you could have, if you have other friends that are crafters, you could each buy something for $50 and get, put it together and get your $150 free party paper pack. And then you could each pick a celebration item. I'm just looking for my little celebration brochure. I'm not seeing it. Let me just grab it. So during celebration, you could, with a $100 or a $50 order, you can get some free things. This is what I'm going to use today. So you would get 3 of them if you placed a $150 order. So get 2 other people together, each of you spend $50, each get whatever you want for $50 item out of this, and then you could split that paper, because it's really a lot of paper. So enough of that, let's get started with the card. So I'm using Poppy Parade, and then I'm using this fun paper with the heart design, and then this is the other side of it. So I have all my pieces cut, and you'll have to get the tutorial to get the measurements. So let's get stamping. I'm using a set that I used last week. Let me just get my papers out of the way here. The Sentimental Swirls. And I'm just going to stamp this little bird on this swirly thing and some butterflies. Very easy, very simple. And then we'll put it together. So I actually have everything mounted. I'm a little distracted, I think. So I'm going to use my black Memento ink. And I'm really only going to stamp the top part of this. So this swirly stamp is pretty big. I'm going to ink the whole thing because I don't know how far down I'll go. But I'm just going to use one portion of it and go off the paper. And I think I need to re-ink my black Memento ink. I'm just going to really, it looks like it's not covering good, but it'll be okay for today's demonstration. So I'm just going to go right off the page, and I don't want to get this on there, so I want to kind of eyeball it. So let's just go like this. Okay, and then I'm going to get this little bird, which I used a lot the last week. I love this little bird. I think he's so cute. And I think when I made this card, I colored it with blends, Stampin' blends. But this time I'm going to just ink it because there are filler pieces. So let's get our happy birthday going. And I actually don't think I have that mounted. I'm going to have to mount that. So I'm using Poppy Parade ink. Let me just get a block and we'll do our happy birthday. Where is it? There it is. It's red. It doesn't ruin the stamp, but you can kind of see that it stains it a little bit, which is fine, especially if you use red. But it doesn't do anything to your image. So I'm going to just try it out up here. That looks good. I love Poppy Parade. It's you know, different than real red. It's very fun and bright. So we'll do this. Happy birthday. And then we will close this up and do some butterflies. And then I'm going to go back to the Poppy Parade again. So the butterfly, on these stamps you have, it's two-step stamping. So you can stamp the outline and then the filler on a lot of the different images. So it's really cool. So we're going to do the outline for the butterflies. And I did 3 of them. And we'll do one over here. And I'm doing them all in the black Memento. And then we're going to do the fillers. So the filler, I'm going to do Poppy Parade on the bird. Nice little red bird. Looks like I have a hole in it there. Let's do this again. Okay. I could see through the stamp that there's like a spot. Maybe that's supposed to be there. As I said, I colored it with the markers when I did it the first time. And then we'll do the Bermuda Bay. And I'm going to do the Bermuda Bay a little bit lighter than straight on. So I'm going to stamp off first. So we'll just stamp it and then we'll go right over the butterfly, and it fits perfectly. Right there. And then these are nice because the line, the black outline is very bold. It makes it easy to line it up. So there we go. We have our front piece done. Now the other thing, let me put these aside, is I embossed these little hearts because I just wanted to continue with the hearts. So I'm using this is out of the annual catalog. It's the Dottie Hearts embossing folder, and it fits our mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So that you get 2 folders, and there's these big hearts, and then there's these little strip of hearts, and then these hearts, and that's what I used. So I have my little strip of paper, and let me get my mini here. Keep this right on my desk. And we need, let's see, we're going to do the regular, it's not a 3D embossing folder, so we're going to do the regular number 3 embossing folder. And let me just turn this around. And we want to do the number 1. And then I'm going to put this little strip, and I cut this strip right to the size of this. So you can do it bigger and then cut it down if you wanted, but I really wanted to just get those that little row of hearts with the little dots. Thought it was really sweet and pretty. And perfect for Valentine's Day too. This would be a great paper to use for Valentine's Day. So we're just going to run this through. Very easy. I love this little machine. It sits right on my desk. And then we'll take this out of the folder. And I thought it just added a little bit of, you know, extra touch to it. And we'll just put that across. So now we just have to put our card together. And I'm just going to layer everything up. And I'll use my liquid glue on this. And we'll just put everything together. So this bundle that we create is really great. I have fun with it. Each month we do something different. I think next month we have Valentine's Day. I have to check it out. And everybody just makes something and submits it, and we put it together and make it available. So it's pretty cool. There's a lot of talent on the team. I love this paper. I think I've used it a couple of times already. And all the colors are just so bright and fun. So I like to use the liquid glue, especially when I'm doing embossed layers, because I feel like it gets into everything nice and makes it stick well. Look at that, I've got red. Always have ink on my fingers. That's part of crafting, I guess. So there we go, and then we'll just put this down. See how easy it is? And all the instructions and measurements are in that tutorial. Oops, don't want to put it upside down. So I think I just put this right in the middle, and I went white to white, just like that. And then on this one, I will put some dimensionals down. When I go over something that's kind of bumpy, I like to do dimensionals, and I'm going to put them top and bottom. I'm not going to put them on the side because I don't want to add too much bulk there. So I'll just go right here like this. Love our dimensionals. And take off the backs. And then we'll do the inside. So the stamp set does not have an inside happy birthday. But if you have stamps, I'm sure you have an inside sentiment. So let me see, on this one I did this, hope your birthday is filled with all the best things, and I just put some butterflies and some hearts. And that sentiment is from the Sunny Sentiments. It's a cling set, and it has just some great, and I'm hoping it's still in the catalog. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, did that retire and I forgot about it? So if not, you'll come up with something. So I'm going to do that in the Poppy Parade, and I have it all mounted and everything. And we'll just go right here, and then we'll just do some of those butterflies just like we did on the front. So I'm going to do 3 of them, and we have to put some of those new iridescent rhinestones on the front as well. Those are great. Okay, and then we want to do the inside with the Bermuda Bay again. And I'm going to stamp them off again just to get the lighter shade. I'm going to just pull this down here so I can see over it without getting my head in the way, I think. 2 and 1 more. So it's nice that you can stamp off and get different shades. So you can use one stamp set, and sometimes you can stamp off 3 times to even get a lighter shade, which is really nice. So you don't have to have every color in the rainbow. And you can color them by hand, or you can use the 2-step stamping. So we'll just put this right down here. There we go. And then we'll put this down. You know I like to use the seal for my inside, but I'm going to do it this way. I don't like the glue on the inside, but I have it out. I have the top off, so let's just go with it. There we go. Quick and easy. Oh, let's get our rhinestones. I think I have to get them. Just give me a second. I'm not sure where they are. I think that's my problem. So I'm going to skip them and find them. I've been using them so much lately that I must have put them somewhere. So anyway, these are the iridescent rhinestones. So you want to just put them on to the card and finish it off. I have to dig them out. So now let's do the second card. So the second card, as I said, I'm going to do the one that Sandra made. And we'll just show that again. So she's using the stripe pattern, and then she used the monkeys and she did some shading. I'm going to use these little cute little otters. Where are they? Let me just pull these out, push this stuff aside, and let's go on card number 2. So aren't these cute? These are in the celebration, and I'm going to make a little birthday card. And I have all my pieces cut already, and this is a different card. It's we're going to have like a piece that gets attached and opens up. You'll see. I've never made it, so we're going to kind of wing this. But I have all my pieces cut out. That's my inside piece. And I'm just going to start layering things. So, and I love that. I think that's really pretty. And I love the stripes. I think stripes are fun, especially when you have tons of little colors. So let's see. We'll just go like this. And I have everything cut and ready to go down here. So I'm trying to make it fast so that you're not watching every step of 2 full cards. So here we go. Look at all those colors. So pretty. And you can use any stamp set. You can make this a nice pretty floral stamp set or stamp on it. I went with something fun because I think it's a fun pattern. You can use different paper. So the idea behind this is that you get the tutorial and then you change it up and make it your own. You don't have to follow exactly what we do here. Gives you some good ideas. So there we go. So this is going to be the bottom piece that gets attached to here. So let's, did I put this together? I did. And then this is for the inside. So let's do our stamping. I'm going to stamp this cute little otter, and I'm going to use black memento ink. And actually I'm going to stamp it this way. Depends on the size of the stamp, whether I go this way or the other way. All right, and we're going to just put him right down in the middle. And then I just want to just stamp him again and check on the hat, because the hat, I want to make sure I know where to line it up. So I'm just stamping on scrap. It's a little bit high. Okay. I just wanted to check it out. I'm looking at the line on the sticker. So there we go. Close enough. And then we want to do the sentiment, and I'm going to do the You're Utterly Awesome, and then I'll do It's Birthday Time on the inside. And you could do it either way. Maybe I'll do the birthday on the outside. Let's see. As I said, I'm just winging this one. So I have the pieces. It's birthday time. Cute. And then I'll do the coloring. So I'm going to use Stampin' Blends, and I have light crumb cake, and I'll do the little otter in light crumb cake, and we'll just color him in. I'm going to leave the belly blank. I know we're coming out with some new product that's going to have some good colors for these type of animals and things. So we'll just color them in. I love coloring with these. They really go on so smoothly. And you get a light and a dark shade when you get them in a combo pack. So that's really nice. I could do his belly in petal pink, but I think I'm just going to leave it white. And I'll do his nose in the darker shade. And I think I'll leave his eyes alone. I was thinking about blue, but I thought it might be too weird. All right, so let's just get his little nose colored in a darker color. And then I have pale papaya that I'll do the little circles in. This is a fun color, and it's one of the colors in the paper, so it all ties together. Let me see. Hi, Dawn. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Let's see. And then we're going to do, I hope I have the light. Yes, light Bermuda Bay. And we'll just color the hat. Seems a little dark to me. Let's see what the dark, I'm going to do the little pom-pom in the dark color. And then we're done with him. Then we can put the card together. There we go. Maybe I should have done the papaya on the top. Well, it's fun to play and just change it around and everything. Let's close this up so we don't have anything fall in it. I'm famous for that. So we want, and I have to figure this out, let's put this down first, and then we want to put it together, and we want everything to line up nicely. So I think she, let me just read her instructions. I think I've got it, but I think she had a little like tip in it. Okay, so that looks good. So let me just read her instructions. So it says, carefully apply adhesive to front piece only where it will adhere to the card top and bottom. Well, your card will be done shut. So you don't want to put glue in the middle of this so that it keeps your card shut. So let's put this on first, and then we'll put it together. And what I'm going to do is just put this little strip on the bottom. Well, let's stamp it first. I like to stamp things first, just in case I make a mistake. Then I could just flip it over. So we're going to do You Are Utterly Awesome. Maybe I'll use this for my grandson. He loves animals, so this would be right up his alley. Any kind of animal. And then let's put this on, this little strip on the bottom. So you can stamp another otter on the inside. A lot of times I just put some more designer series paper either down the side. You could do them on the corners, on the bottom. And it just kind of makes everything go together. Okay. And now, let's see how this is going to go. So you want this to line up. So the first thing I will do, let's put this on the inside. Again, I'm really trying to figure it out as I'm going, so bear with me. It's an easy card, and I think it's a fun card. I mean, this would be fun for a kid, right? So we'll put this right down in the middle, get it all nice and lined up. Okay, and then we want this to go on top. So I'm just going to put some glue just on the top part of this. And this glue is strong, so you don't have to worry about not going down far enough. And then this is going to come up here. So let's make sure this is nice and straight. Perfect. Okay. So now we'll put some glue just on the bottom. And let's line this up. And then when we close the card, we'll glue it down. Okay, does he look straight? It'll be a little crooked here. There we go. Okay, so there you have it. Isn't that cute? I love it. I think it's so much fun. So these are the two cards that we made, and you could put some, I think she did put something on here on hers. Let me see if I have something. Will these work? I'm going to put some of these on. These are the Playing with Pattern resin dots, and I think they'll work. So let's just get some of them on. I think I have my my tool in the other room. I'm putting my card kits together for Valentine's Day. So I have half my stuff. I do that at night when I'm watching TV. I do all my cutting and all of that stuff. So let's see. Let's put one here. And I've been doing a lot of that this week. I have them almost done, but it's a lot of work, but it's fun. I think I want to put a couple more on. Let me just put one here. Am I putting too many on? Okay, that's good. And you could put the yellow on. I think even the pink might go. So lots of choices there. These are the cards. I hope you like them. And again, if you want that tutorial bundle, you can go to my blog and purchase it. Or if you purchase any amount from me, I will send that to you during the month of January. But thanks so much for joining me. And you guys have a good day. And I'll see you again next week at 1 o'clock on Wednesday Eastern Time. Thanks. Bye.